Okay, welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. I just thought I'd do a little more Xevious play. I talked about that port that came out for the 2600, which is awesome. And I was actually playing it again recently for another video I just did. Now that was an unboxing video, and given I've just posted an unboxing video, I thought I'll give it a little gap. But yeah, replaying that Xevious game on 2600 made me realize there's a really neat variation of Xevious that came out for the PlayStation 1, and I just thought I'd play it. This is it here, Xevious 3D/G+. Try saying that 5 times fast. So what do you get on Xevious 3D/G+, whatever? Well, there is that game. Now there's also, oops, let's go this way. There's original Xevious, which you've seen me play when I talked about the 2600 port. That's basically, this game is available here, and I'll give it a moment play in a sec. There's also Super Xevious, which, as far as I can tell, I can't really see the difference between Super Xevious and regular Xevious. I had to look it up. Apparently, Super Xevious is almost the exact same game, but with a couple of extra enemies. So, no, maybe we'll throw that one on. Then memory card feature, and Xevious Arrangement, which is another. These are all coin-op games now ported to the PS1. Xevious Arrangement looks a lot like original Xevious, and again, well, slightly different backgrounds and stuff. I'll show you in a second. But apparently, in this, it was the first time you could play. If you wanted to have a two-player game, both of you could control your ships on the screen simultaneously. And then we got this one here. But let's start at the beginning. Let's go with Classic Xevious. Okay, so you know Classic Xevious. Here it is. So just like before, you've got your little UFOs coming down, and you shoot them. And much like I did on the Atari, when I talked about the 2600 port. Got your bomb, as per usual. What I do notice that's different with this versus that one on the Wii collection, when I was talking about the 2600 port, if I just hold the fire button on this version, it's a very slow fire rate. I have to actually hit it several times. I got me tapping on the button. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I don't know if that makes it more arcade perfect or what, but the Xevious I have on my 3DS, if I hold the the fire button down, it does a much more rapid fire. So I think it's odd that this one, it does that slow thing. Anyway, other than that, this is classic Xevious. Now let's try out Super Xevious and see if you can tell the difference. Okay, so apparently this is Super Xevious. Again, we got the same thing where I have to rapidly hit the fire button in order to do the kind of shooting rate that I'm used to. And I don't know, does this look super? I mean, it looks pretty much exactly the same to me as before. Same position of the things to bomb. But according to I had to Google it, some resources say that, yes, there are some new enemies on this. I don't know if it was, maybe in the period of time that this game came out, everything was getting renamed Super as an enhancement. Maybe perhaps this was a board you could throw in as an operator, and then that would allow you to play a slightly different version of the game to enhance more people to start playing it again. Not sure. I don't really see any difference between Xevious and Super Xevious here. Let's try out Xevious Arrangement. This one is Xevious Arrangement, and it looks a little different. Like the grass is a little more detailed, and you've got a little more detail in the trees. And as you can see from this attract mode, 2 of you can fire at the same time. So let me give this a try in single player mode. Different music as well, and different sound effects. Same rate of fire issue though. Yeah, slightly different bad guys there. Different sound effects, and also, yeah, it sounds like you're I don't know. It sounds like it's an odd effect, odd sound effect whenever you die. Here, I'll play that now. It's almost like a hiccup. But I guess with this one, it was the first time you could have multiple players simultaneously, like a two-player cooperative game, if you will. It's kind of neat. It looks, I don't know, I really like how the PlayStation 1 game, it looks really crisp and clear. I mean, Xevious and Super Xevious look practically comparable to the one that was on the Wii collection. And, let's continue on. And the one that was on the Wii collection is actually playing using composite input on, sorry, not composite input, component input, using that switcher that I've done a video about as well. So the one that you saw on the Wii is about as good as the Wii version can possibly look. And I gotta say, this PlayStation version, at least as far as regular Xevious is concerned, super sharp. Now, this arrangement version, I don't know, it doesn't look quite, maybe it's because there's too much on screen, and maybe my TV just isn't handling it very well. It's alright. But now, things take up a big change when you play Xevious 3D/G. This one is also an arcade coin-op. I think it was only in Japan, I'm not sure. I'd never seen it before, but playing it on this PlayStation compilation, it's really cool. It's a 3D-ified version of Xevious, and it sort of adheres more to the classic shoot-'em-up rules. Let me show you what I mean. Now, you've seen this before when I did my Nijicon video, but I'm playing it with a different controller here. It's very, very cool. Now, these release power-ups, and if I can grab that thing, there we go. Now I got this better shot. So you see, we're dealing a bit more with standard shoot-'em-up fare here. You got power-ups, and there's boss battles in this. And it looks really cool. Oh, I died. Well, here's, and then there's this perspective change where you're kind of, again, we've just entered the 3D world, so I guess Sony or Namco, whoever was getting these compilations out, they really wanted to show off the power of everything's gone 3D now. So what used to be a 2D sprite-based shoot-'em-up is now this 3D-ified, really cool game. Although, also another difference is you can actually shoot multiple bombs. Like I could shoot a whole pile of them in a row here. Oh, I died again. Yeah, I could continue to shoot like multiple. See how I'm laying a whole bunch of bombs down there? Oh, you bugger. Oh! Alright, well I had to continue there. Let's grab some of my power-ups. This one is kind of neat. This is actually, that's probably gonna, that flicker is actually on the screen there. But this power-up, I really like it. It's red and yellow, depending on which button you press. The red, I believe, impacts only ground targets, and then the yellow impacts only air targets. So let's get past this boss battle here, because I've got this awesome weapon for this purpose. And I'll show you when we've got a little more of the standard Xevious bad guys to attack, what I mean. Oh, got me. There we go. Alright, well that's the end of that boss. There's a whole bunch of really neat ones in this. One thing is, I don't know what these glowing spinning things are for. I can't pick them up. I guess they just indicate you passed that part of the level. So, if I try and hit these ground targets, I can't. I have to switch to yellow mode. So yellow will only hit ground targets. Red will only hit air targets, if you see what I mean. Those are ground targets, so I want to be in yellow mode. Red for air targets. And basically, you can just fly along and switch from yellow to red and keep doing your thing. And it's a great, this is one of the best power-ups in the game, obviously. I mean, you got a nice super laser and variations on your original bullets that you fire, but clearly this is the best one that you want to use here, this red or yellow attacker. So what do I think of Xevious XD Plus, whatever the heck, despite the fact that it has this huge big long name, it's pretty cool. I mean, I really, really like this bunch of attacks here. The things you can do with the with the ship. I mean, the variation, what they changed for the gameplay here, this is pretty neat. And it looks amazing. I mean, this is like super sharp and really, really, really glorious PS1 game. And when you consider it comes with the other games as well, I think it's a really good package. I mean, you get a nice variety here. Yeah, it's a really good game. I highly recommend you pick it up, especially if you're a Xevious fan like myself. And what would I give it? I don't know. Let's say 4 out of 5. Apparently, I've been reading some reviews online. Apparently, the slowdown can get a little bad later on in the game, you know, when you've got a lot going on screen, especially if you've got 2 people playing at the same time, so that's not great. But a lot of replay value. You can unlock some other soundtracks and stuff when you're playing, I think it was arranged mode? I'd have to look that up again. But yeah, there's a lot of things you can unlock. There's some great replay value. And I just think it looks really cool. And I love Xevious, so this is nice. And having just played... Oh, I died again. Do I want to continue? Yeah, why not? Let's go a bit longer here. Oh, I don't get to. Okay, well, that's the end of the game. Yeah, Xevious 3D/G Plus for the PlayStation 1. Pretty cool. Really, really recommend it. 4 out of 5, definitely. And I guess till next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.